Hello, how's it going, people? It's your boy, it's a 33. Welcome you to IPW Underground for today's episode. We got 3 matches, all with something big happening along the lines of action. And well, we're going to be going into our opener right now, so let's go, buckaroos. Let's flip and go. We're kicking it off in the women's division with a powerhouse in Jordan Grace.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Austin, Texas, Jordan Grace.
1-1 in the underground. Grace is looking to add a win and make it a winning record here for herself. This is the powerhouse, the very strong Big Mama Pump, really looking to elevate her game here tonight. Can she accomplish what she has set out to achieve? That's the real question. Her opponent makes her debut down in the underground.
And her opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalia.
Former television champion Natalia, looking for some success here tonight. And to try and garner some success, get a winning record as well. Both are kind of at a tied, even record. So it'll come down to maybe experience down here as to who gets the W. And currently sits with Jordan Grace. MMA rules apply for this one. KO submission. The only ways to win. And Grace out of the gates thick and fast as Big Mama Pump working over the arm early. You have to feel in a match like this, you have Natalia, who is very much looking for these submissions as the abdominal stretch locked in. That trademark Natalia maneuver, one of the only, I think, active wrestlers in either AEW, WWE who utilizes that abdominal stretch. It's a very prolific submission if it is locked in nearer the center of the ring and you've worn down your opponent. Grace forcing Natty into the corner. Clean break by both ladies. We tie up for a second time. Say a fairly even affair overall. Natalia has a lot of strength. Similar sort of style to what Grace has, but you have to realize Natty, far more experienced in the wrestling world. A solid game overall. Also, submission-based offense. More in her kit. For the second time in a row, Natty gonna overpower Grace into the corner. And, oh, this time a cheap shot. And then a follow-up shoulder tackle gonna connect. Boom. Big shot in the corner. Connects onto Grace. Natty, obviously, sharpshooter. One of her big weapons. Also that discus lariat. That Natty by nature. Very potent in her kit. As for Grace, it's the power, that Death Valley, as well as her other signature maneuvers like that jackhammer. Can be very solid for what she wants to achieve. Nice scoop slam there by Grace. Why not a second? A trio in the symphony? Absolutely. Bit more of a power in that one. As the MMA matchup continues on, we bring out some of the weapons. Bang! Big time shot as Grace tunes up the band with that guitar shot. Fisherman suplex. Nice elevation there for Grace as she's lining up Natty now for a shot to the back. Hit the target perfectly. And off the rope, she tries to drop the axe but cannot connect. Natty now not able to follow it up. Instead, it's Grace with a nice combo of shots. Double underhook. Up, over. Nice butterfly suplex there for Natty, and then a big knee to bust open Grace. Nice single leg takedown as well for Natty, and she's going to transition that into the deadliest submission in the world. The sharpshooter locked in tight. Will Grace be forced to tap out here? Currently the answer's no. Natty relinquishes that hold and is looking to keep the pressure on here. Up and down Michinoku driver. Putting Grace in a predicament, who's forced to hit a little running STO to just take Natty off her game, but Natty's still in control here. Sets Grace up. Charges in with the lariat. Natty surprisingly wearing down them arms. You would have thought there'd be a little bit more targeting of the legs to really set up for that sharpshooter. She's already got it in deep once, but that'll have done a little bit of damage. That was really the only bit of damage onto that as Grace hooks up Natty for a muscle buster. Somehow Natty getting back up quite quickly after eating it. Grace, though, keeps the pressure on, busting open Natty. Both ladies now busted wide open. Natty's in the drop zone. And Grace hits the splash out the corner. Lands it clean onto Natty. And, well, Natty needs to get away because, well, the Super Bowl happened a few weeks ago now. It's still pigskin season here in IPW. Natty transitions into a side Russian leg sweep. Now has Grace on the ropes. Tries to pick the ankles again, I think. Grace catches her. And a couple of lariats to the body. 4 in total. So a couple more. And there's the 5th shot. Drops Natalya. Grace maybe thinking burning hammer, but there's that discus clothesline. Natty connects. Now could be on the verge of victory. She spikes the pigskin into Grace's face. Tries yet again to pick them legs, but Jordan Grace is not having any of it. Both ladies jockeying for position, and Irish Whip may have solved that problem as great. No, Grace gets caught with a DDT. Natty lines up Grace, charges in and hits a splash in the corner. As Natalya ascends up top. This isn't a typical place to see her. Lands a headbutt onto Grace. I think we're going for the Hail Mary throw as it yet again gets tossed into the face of Grace. Arm hooked. Fujiwara bar applied here. Natty turns her attention to the arms. Kind of smart. She was targeting them early in the match, doing a lot of damage. And there we go. Bates Grace to her feet, catches her into the sharpshooter, turns her away from the ropes as well. And Natty gonna get the tap out dub here. Victorious in her debut down here in the underground. A potentially big threat to the Women's Underground Championship. As she takes down Jordynne Grace. Grace really didn't get the opportunity to get rolling with her own offense. Natty had firm control from minute one, it felt. So once again, we just see these replays. This was probably Grace's best shot, and Natty straight back up after it. And then from there, on reversal, changed the tune of the match, and Natty had control, landed the heavy offense, and then got this tap out victory.
Here is your winner, Natalya!
It wasn't easy, and she ended up getting busted open, but it felt very much like a clean W here for Natalya. We'll see what this momentum building win can do for her. And for the rest of the matches here tonight, we are going to be transitioning into another big bout in the women's division. Obviously, we recently settled some perfect records. But how about we split up the one-on-ones? We've already seen one of them change here tonight. I just realized hitting this button plays my music. Good job me. If you know that song, then, well, congratulations anyway. We're moving into the women's division. One-on-one records now being split up. A similar sort of story to what will be happening in our main event, as we will be contending for number one contendership. Tune on in for that in a moment's time, but for now, we're hitting it. It's a submissions match. Who's got the better cojones to win it all? Let's see right now.
The following contest is a submission match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Street Profits from Akron, Ohio, B-Fab.
Obviously, everyone wants a winning record down here in the underground. And, well, these two ladies currently sit 1-1 on their records. So that is about to change for one of them in a good way. It'll also change in a bad way for some of them. Who will be coming out of this a renewed lady? Obviously, we've seen what wins can do for stars over specific stars, in the fact that Thea Hale earned a victory over the champ, earned herself a title shot, and now look where Thea currently sits in the women's uprising tournament.
And her opponent, representing the Unholy Union from Glasgow, Scotland, Alba Fire!
She will be, if she is able to win in the next 2 weeks, at Uprising, in the lower bracket finals, currently set in the lower quarters, a matchup with Indy Hartwell on this week's episode of Primetime. But that championship opportunity came round because she was able to overcome Sol Ruka. Now holds a championship here in IPW. Not many people hold them belts. That is something that needs to be stated. A championship in IPW comes few and far between. Especially in the women's division where Primetime's belts have been held, captured by Fatal Influence, and they have not relinquished them since obtaining their belts. So, the chance of the championship's always massive as we're ready for this one. A potential championship shot in the future here for one of these two ladies, whomever can win. And it's Fire headbutting to start this matchup and getting herself in a strong position, targeting the legs early on here. Smart, objective targeting as Albert realistically wants to set up for a submission on it. Boston Crab, maybe a heel hook, ankle lock, those sort of submissions effective in neutralizing anyone. But on a target that is taller than you, that will utilize her own legs as her very much solid piece of offense as she's literally dancing on her. And yeah, you see it. BFAB using her legs to just sweep away, punish Alba Fire. Really does set up for a good position for her. Early submission here. A variant of the crossface. Almost like a chicken wing there for BFAB, but didn't get a W just yet. Obviously, Fire fairly fresh. Same for BFAB. But BFAB right now is in control. And she is stressing her control here over Fire. Drop down. Gonna yeet Fire into that bottom rope. As Alba staggers to her feet, BFAB keeps the pressure on. Misses in the corner, though. Could be costly as now Fire unloads. Something I also forgot. A typical maneuver that could come out of Fire that really could be a game winner is that gory special. Instead of utilizing the gory position for the gory bomb that Fire is typically known for, the gory special could be utilized by her to ascertain that submission W. Fire sends BFAB running. A little meeting of the minds in the middle that benefits BFAB into that very quick snap vertical suplex. And you look at BFAB. A lot of energy, agile, typically able to utilize them long legs to great effect against her opponents. Fire needs to really bounce back and take down the lanky BFAB and just punish and remove her avenue of attack. Snap vertical suplex, this time from Fire. Gains her control. There's the gory position into the gory bomb. Instead of going for the submission early, just do the damage. Cause carnage to your opponent. And really set yourself up for a very solid win. BFAB needs to find something. Eating much offense like one Fire just put on her could be detrimental to her record. Fire fires back. Ascends to the top rope. A long distance to fly, but the Swanton almost connects. However, BFAB rolls out of harm's way and stays alive in this battle. She's gonna potentially just hang fire across that middle rope. The damage racking up now in favor of BFAB as she regains momentum, squashing what Alba was looking for as the referee begins his count. BFAB gonna return fire to the ring. Yonking away at the legs. And now lining Alba up for something big. Hooks her up, twisting into that swinging neck breaker, but the lights go out here. Well, I recognize the Titantron. It looks to be Isla Dawn, Alba Fire's partner, making her presence known. Turn around, she's at ringside. Alba's got a little backup. A slight distraction could have saved her. And it's going to give her the opportunity to fight back. Up, down, Hurricane Rana. Control garnered for Fire. Oh, vicious, just raking and then just pulling down BFAB. Former NXT UK champion. Dealing the damage, former tag champion. But that's a big pump kick for BFAB. And she's going into the submission. Coloss type maneuver into the crossface. Just utilizing Fire's arm as really that lever point in the hold. While it's causing carnage to neck and face of Alba, it's really the arm trap that does the damage to you. It's a modified armbar of sorts. Alba now fired up and probably very frustrated considering the position she finds herself in. She's going to pull the turnbuckle pads off. Swanton this time connects. Landing that perfectly onto BFAB. Gonna go a little bow and arrow. Wrenching on really all of the body here. It's the back that takes the most pain from it. Oh, stiff super kick connects. Fire. Continuing the pressure, and he is very much going after limbs. This is how you target and attack a submission-based matchup. Go for the limbs, cause the carnage, but you need to go for the submission on that type of play. Fire sends BFAB running. And BFAB eats a drop kick. But not out of it is BFAB as well. Oh, she ducks a shot, but caught. Up. Gore buster. Fire putting down her challenger, but nice jawbreaker from BFAB causes the separation and gives her some much needed momentum. And now, oh, I thought for a second we were going to get a spine buster, but BFAB looking for something else. Oh, caught though. Same for Fire. Facebuster gonna turn that tune though. And BFAB has momentum. And swings into yet again that neck breaker. Fire fighting back, realizes the danger, escapes from the perilous position. She's going to send BFAB to ringside. While I wouldn't condone this in this style of matchup, it looks like Fire's about to fly. and it's going to burn through the sky. Suicide dive from Alba. Connects onto B-Fab. Launching her into the barricade. Oh, but it's B-Fab that hits that pump kick. That's going to kill the momentum. However, B-Fab certainly feeling herself. Eyes onto Isla Dawn right now. Alba returns, catches her up top. Gory bomb. The quick snap gory bomb connects, and now submission hold applied. Modified camel clutch. Head and neck area B-Fab taking a licking here from Fire, but still not enough damage to put away her opponent. Fire's not done. She ascends up top. Why not? Swanton. Third attempted one and the second to connect. It's good for a heavy hit. And now transitions yet again. Bow and arrow. In deep. Will B-Fab tap? The answer is currently no, because Alba relinquishes the hold. However, B-Fab yet again gonna not eat a swanton this time. Alba keeps unloading him. Gonna send B-Fab running. Super kick connects. Alba taking over here. Really built up some momentum. B-Fab's not really been able to find her moment. She eats some nice shots here from Alba, who tosses her about with such ease. Head scissors, and then a stiff shot to the top of the dome. Alba's really keeping B-Fab in control. I'm a little confused what just happened there, but what's ended up happening is B-Fab's in a momentum building position. Lines up Alba. Hooks her up, and there's that swinging neck breaker once more connecting. And this time goes for that submission again. The crossface in deep. Wrenching back, but Alba's out quick. And to her feet as well. Fireman's carry rolling through into a Green Bay plunge, I guess I would call it. Irish whip. Up, down. A modified Des Perez. As a head smashing works in favor of Fire. She unloads a stiff clothesline. Once more, heads up top. Why not? Swanton across the ring. Drops it flush onto Alba. Sorry, onto B-Fab. Drags her away from the bottom rope, and well, it's smart from Alba because she's going to be able to utilize that position to get the bow and arrow in center of the ring. In deep, pushing. Oh, you could see the vigorous thrusting that Alba's able to get as she catches a gory bomb. From out of nowhere, Alba Fire strikes and now has the submission hold in deep. Pulling back, will Alba tap, the B-Fab tap I should say? The answer's yes. There's a flash of the pan offense from Alba Fire, closes this battle and gives her a winning record. One and two now for B-Fab down here, but she put up a good showing. But in the end, You've got to just give Alba all her flowers in this one. Really stepped up to the occasion. As she returned to the ring, boom, straight in, gory bomb, bang. Her best weapon, obvious, in this matchup, honestly. And then bang again, so out of the bow and arrow, into a gory bomb. B-Fab could not handle it. And then the submission locked in to get the dub.
Here is your winner, Alba Fire!
Simple, clean, and clinical for Fire here tonight. And well, that's not what we're getting in our main event. Unfortunately, for lack of better wording, shit is about to hit the fan. It's a 8-way fuckfest. Number 1 contendership on the line for the Underground Championship. Who gets it? Let us find out, because we're going into it right now.
Do you know what cool is? The following is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day. From San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 220 pounds, Carlito.
1-0 in the Underground is our good pal Carlito. He thinks he's cool. And certainly, he might be cool. However, he has a lot to contend with here tonight. Because this is an elimination 8-way KO fest. The winner's the one who can get the job done. Survive the battle that is posed in front of you. Winning records, probably, most of these stars. They might be cut into pieces here tonight. A battle like this favors certain stars more than others. When you want people to fade to black, this man probably is considered a favorite in a knockout style affair. And personally speaking, I would say getting the job done against Aleister Black is not an easy thing to achieve. That Black Mass, a prolific weapon in what he can do. Will it be his night? We shall see. As it's time now to get a little shimmy and a shake going. Black enters tonight 1-0. So does D'Lo.
And from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 268 pounds, D'Lo Brown.
I'm a big fan of perforating O's. And well, a lot of these men's holes are going to be perforated here tonight. With this matchup in especially. 8 of the best going into a KO fest. Anything really goes in this. And that makes this a difficult type of battle. However, one man who's already had an O perforated is Karrion Kross.
And representing the final testament from Sin City, weighing in at 265 pounds, Karrion Kross.
So the question remains, why is he in this matchup? 3-1 is the simple answer. The second most wins in the men's division. And, well, giving him a title shot makes so much sense. Because he probably deserves it. The first man to compete in the underground is really looking to build some more momentum. A matchup like this, it is everyone against themselves, but Kross could do the unthinkable and really overcome the competition. As we leave the grayscale, go to a guy that could have a slightly better record than Kross. 2-0 in the underground. Is this man.
And representing a town down under from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin
Theory looking ready to go. To be honest, he has the most to lose in this one. I feel he deserves to be #1 contender. A 2-0 record, as I say. But getting the shot is always a lot harder than the actual shot itself. It's a harder grind. And this is do or really die for your chances in the underground. Clearly, Theory thinks he deserves the belt based on that last maneuver, but we shall see. Because the competition has just taken to a new level. A Japanese sensation ready to hit home hard.
From Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
This man possesses knockout power to rival that of the former television champion Aleister Black. In fact, they're both former television champions, so we might as well keep that in the storyline. Who will get this W is a real question. As the lights shine brightly for Nakamura. Will this be his night? A date with Kurt Angle on the line. honest, I think at a full field of stars set for this one. If I'm honest, the names involved certainly elevate this competition. Number 7 is about to bring the Motor City into the underground.
And representing the Motor City Machine Guns from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 215 pounds, Alex Shelley.
Shelley, a very solid star, has really found a footing in the underground. Outside of tag action, he is a big threat. And that's going to be hard for a lot of these men to overcome. As he rounds, or almost rounds out the field, we've got one last star to join them. And somehow, it's Andre frickin' Chase. Chase U looking to dominate the underground.
Representing Chase University from Draper, North Carolina, weighing in at 216 pounds, Andre Chase.
With Thea Hale already holding the Women's Underground Championship, Andre Chase is looking to join her at the top of the mountain. While it's highly unlikely that he does so, crazier things have happened in IPW. This is one of those matches that, as we say, anything can happen. Anyone can win. Its knockouts are plenty as 7 men go night-night. Who will be the first? Let's find out right now. As a springboard moonsault misses, someone's already been busted open. We'll have to take a closer look inside the ring. Who's bleeding already? It's Shinsuke. I believe that's got blood trickling down his face. Early offense connecting onto him to do that. That just tells you the sort of matchup this is. Hard-hitting action from the get-go. Theory, Blue Thunder early. Springboard moonsault from Black as well. This is what I also call, while I call it a fuck fest or a KO fest, this is also a spot fest, really. The big offense usually comes out in this style of matchup. Bang. Nice roundhouse there from Black onto Carlito. There's Shelley and Cross going to war. D'Lo's dealing with Theory. And Black and Nakamura. And Andre Chase with the referee, it seems. In a matchup like this, it's really about biding your time. Saving your big shots for when you know you can put someone to sleep. It's timing. It is not about being there ready to capitalize on a situation. It's more so about survivability in an 8-way fuckfest that this is. And that is something a lot of stars in IPW need to adapt to. Conquest is very much a similar sort of feel. It's timing is key. You need to stay out of it. As there's another Blue Thunder from Theory connecting. He drops Shinsuke. And now, bang! Nice knee there from Black. Drops Theory. Cross and Black tying up. And D'Lo capitalizing on said tie-up. German suplex connects, and then Theory, belly-to-back suplex, connects onto D'Lo. Andre Chase, side Russian leg sweep. And it's really a situational affair as Nice exploder suplex there from Carrion. As our first weapon enters the fray. It's a table set up on the outside by Carlito. Potentially in a drop zone there if someone gets yeeted out the ring. Or for a second, it's going to be Andre Chase going through it. Yeah, that's wrong. Saito suplex from Cross, connecting. Alabama's atomic drop there onto Cross as he goes now for a pump handle. Spin out. Slam. Just putting D'Lo down, and then a big short arm clothesline onto Shelley. Cross cord. Going to be punished now by Andre Chase as Nakamura sent flying by Black. The field's starting to disperse a little bit. Spread out. There's a nice bulldog comes through from Carlito. He's trying to find his way into this battle. A scoop slam. As D'Lo lands a splash in the corner. Scoops up. And, well, I think Chase is going crashing down into the mat. Guitar shot as the tune was played on someone's back inside the ring. Making it big Carlito, who's landing, looked to have landed quite hard. He's back up on his feet, but cannot capitalize as Black escapes out the back door. Overdrive onto Shelley from Carlito. D'Lo taking Theory for a run with that power bomb. Cross connects onto to Shinsuke. As D'Lo's up top, drops the lowdown. Flush onto Theory, trying to eliminate him quickly, but cannot do so just yet. Instead, it's Carlito dealing with Black. Now a gutbuster onto Chase from D'Lo. Carlito takes the back. Backstabber. Trademark Carlito since the early 2000s. Cross with a brainbuster. Spikes Shelley into the mat. Table now in play as Carlito sets it up now inside the ring. Who's going to go through it? That's really the question we've got to ask ourselves. And it might be the man that set it up. This cool guy, Carlito. It's D'Lo. Sky high. Spine busters. Carlito. Oh, for a second I thought Shelley was going to be fall away. Slammed into that table. Chase sets up a ladder on the outside. Cross powerbomb. Cannot send Nakamura running, but Shelley has D'Lo. Up and through the table. Carnage being felt here inside the ring. Somehow D'Lo's able to get back up quite quickly. It's not very cool that he got up that quick, and Carlito's going to make him pay. Thanks to some help from Andre Chase. Backbreaker onto Cross. Black and Theory battling on the outside. A basketball going to be dropped. Mat play. Climbers carrying out for Cross. Snake eyes in the corner. As the steel steps are coming into the picture. Shelley could be sent through him. Ooh. Cross off target in a little bit. He could make Shelley pay by putting some damage in, but that power bomb's not going to come through. Boom! Big time clothesline from Shelley. Outside the ring. Black gets turned inside out by Theory. The heavy offense. All of these men coming through. A tap out inside the ring by Carlito. But get this. This isn't a submission match in Theory. Oh, Ushka Ush onto Shelley. After the Motor City stretch does some damage to Carlito. Double underhooks from Chase. But he's caught. Clotheslined out from it. And a hard landing onto them steel steps. Right now, I would say Nakamura. And the best place to be, just biding his time on the outside, waiting for someone to charge him down as he's taunting. Neckbreaker. Connects there. Black. Oh. Watching on. Theory. Going to work on to Shelley. Hooks him up. A-Town down. Busts open Shelley. Cross. Gonna land some clubbing blows to the back of D'Lo's head. Shinsuke. He's got a basketball. He's gonna look to slam dunk someone here. Tries to make it Theory, who lands a froggy splash to the back of Andre Chase, who's not in a good position right now. Kinshasa. And I think Mike Chrome got the wrong name there. It's not Kali. It's Carlito. And that's not very cool, bro. He's got eliminated by a Kinshasa. Ripcord knee from Black as the Sky High from D'Lo connects. A first elimination onto the Puerto Rican superstar, Carlito. Table not going to be coming into play, but Chase has been busted open by Black. Shinsuke's got a baseball bat. Baseball, a big sport in Japan as the Black Mask connects to knock out Nearly Shinsuke. Black calling his shot from the top. Misses though with a meteor. D'Lo and Austin both avoid it. Oh, a low blow. Oh, imagine being eliminated with a shot to the groin. Theory goes down low. And that's an elimination of Aleister Black that's been needed. Gone from this affair. The Shinsuke might be feeling it. Oh, Michinoku driver. As we take a quick look, the two men gone now sit with a 1-1 record. Oh, light tube busted over Theory. Brainbuster from Shelley. Oh, this is getting grueling. As that's a Kinshasa from Shelley onto Nakamura. Super kick. Chase and Shelley battling. And Andre connecting big with a side effect, but now caught. Cross rear naked choke locked in deep. Looking for a tap out. Gets the tap out, but it's not a submission match. And he's going to be made to pay. D'Lo takes him up. Running powerbomb. Puts down Cross in a drop zone. D'Lo hits the... No, misses that low down. Oh, big shot by Shelley onto Nakamura. It's Theory. In a solid place here overall. D'Lo hits the lowdown onto Nakamura. Guitar shot connects onto Cross. Super kick misses. D'Lo doesn't with the lariat. He drops Theory. Chase lines up Austin Theory, but he's caught by D'Lo. D'Lo, he's stopping Andre Chase, and he's stopping Shelley. As Chase flatliners and drops Theory. Huge connection there. Now Andre Chase hooks up, double underhook. Oh, Angel's Wings puts down D'Lo. Nakamura in trouble for an Alabama slam. And Cross hooked up. He's going and down with the Angel's Wings. Chase is unloading with the heavy offense. Oh, wasteland. And now a low blow from Nakamura. He's learnt from what Theory did. And Theory, A-Town down. The heavy hitting offense coming through for all these stars. It's Theory watching on as Nakamura eats the turnbuckle pad. As he actually now going to the outside. D'Lo dealing with Theory. Cross explodes with Shelley. And now has a Saito onto Andre Chase. Good night, Andre. As Fisherman's neckbreaker comes through there for Austin Theory. Nakamura gone as well from this picture. Chase gone. I would say we're down to the final few that deserve to be here. And Cross is gone. Sky high goes Theory after it. He hit the A-Town down onto Carrion. And Carrion's gone. That big record now gone from this field. Down to Theory. D'Lo and Alex Shelley. And Alex Shelley could be in a world of trouble as the lowdown hits both of them. D'Lo trying to keep the pressure on. Cannot get the shot onto Shelley, who brings him around town. Theory sends Shelley packing. He turns his attention to D'Lo, runs him across the ring. Shelley, D'Lo, and Theory. Bang, big power slam. Two men with 1-0 records. Theory, currently the best record in this matchup. And again, the lowdown connects. Theory lying in wait to strike. Hooks up D'Lo. A-Town down. Shelley getting stomped. And right now, could be in trouble. As Theory avoids his big shot, takes the back. Standing SCO. D'Lo getting to bide his time on the outside. Now returns into the picture. And catches Theory. Up top, he takes him. Powerbomb. Born out of here by Austin. Can't connect though, Theory. And is sent running. Avoids the shot from D'Lo. And, well, he hits D'Lo. Fisherman's neckbreaker. Good for the elimination. But Shelley forces Theory to eat the Blade Runner. Final two. A shot at Angle's title. Down to its last fall. And Janice is here to play. The super kick connects. Theory catches Shelley and turns him inside out. Austin looking to get the shot he deserves. The best record, I'd say, in this matchup. Outside of Cross, the only, well, more than one win star in here without a defeat. And now he turns Shelley inside out once again. Austin ascends up top. Calling his shot, looking to end it all here. Hits the drop kick. And Shelley is out cold. And the man that I felt deserved it has done it. The records have been perforated, and a 3-0 now looms. Is a big record now in the underground. Austin Theory versus Kurt Angle next week. Who will win that affair? We'll find out then. But now, bang. You're seeing the big shots unloaded here by Theory. And Fisherman's neckbreaker, massive. But he gets caught with the Blade Runner. And then this, the drop kick, perfectly timed. Bang! Shot to the face.
Here is your winner, Austin Theory.
As we could see the carnage around the ringside area. Theory stands on top. Number one indeed. As he will be facing Kurt Angle next week. What a show. What a affair we had here tonight. Thank you for joining me. Primetime returns on Tuesday night for a big old battle. We've got our two guaranteed lower semi quarters, I should say. And next week, the lower semi. You're going to be seeing Jordan Grace, Gigi Dolan, Indy Hartwell, Thea Hale, all in action next week. Or on Tuesday, I should say. That's going to be some pretty hard-hitting affairs there. And then, obviously, we'll then see who wins out between the winners of those two matches the following week in our penultimate show 2 Uprising. It's a big card coming up for that. And, well, I cannot wait to see how it all shapes up. But for now, thank you for joining me here on IPW Underground. I'll see you next